What up, what up? Welcome to the Fight SZN Podcast. I'm Jesse Rowe. I'm here joined once again by Andrew Capucetti and Dante Greco. What's up, boys? How you guys doing?
What up, what up?
What's going on? How we doing?
Good, good. Nice to have you back, Cap. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
Yeah. Great, good job, man. Your content in Vegas, fucking awesome. A couple of weeks in a row now, content in Vegas. A couple of trips out there. How's it going? How was it?
Good. Did you watch the Luke Rockhold clip I got, or you haven't looked at it yet?
I looked at it. I haven't watched the full thing.
All right, it's a 10-minute interview. Yeah. We're gonna post it tonight. It's a fantastic interview. So I started off my trip in Vegas, going to the whole Merab Yan fight. And then in the lobby, I ran into Luke Rockhold. Luke Rockhold was doing a meet and greet.
Huh?
I need Dante with me, say something about that. But he was doing a meet and greet at Betfred. It's a sports book. It was at the sports book at the Virgin Casino, and it was a whole meet and greet. So I talked to him. Luke's always cool. We did a little 10-minute interview. But man, wait till you watch this interview. The guy's some good sound bites in there.
Love it.
He's dropping some bombs. He dropped a little bomb on Darren Till, which I thought was interesting.
Nice.
Luke's a boss, and he knows he's a boss in the game. Former Strikeforce champ, former UFC champion. So, he knows he has that type of, I don't want to call it clout, but let's call it
no, Luke's a legend, bro. I mean, he really is. Yeah. Stature is what you're looking for here.
He has that type of not pool, but there's another word out there.
Cachet. Gravitas.
Not to the level of a Nate Diaz or something, but it's up there. He knows he is the man. So
nice.
A lot of people that aren't at this level right now is what I'm saying.
I want to get back to Vegas really quick. I just want to check in with researcher Dante. How you doing, brother? What have you been up to?
I want to hear more about Cap's meet and beat at the Virgin Hotel.
Agreed.
Yeah, fuck Dante, bro. Listen, this is a fight show. No one cares. Gives a fuck what Dante's been up to or what he's up to.
Hey, honestly, facts, Jesse. No one gives a fuck.
Don't ask this guy what.
If you want to see what I'm up to, go to the Dante Greco show on YouTube. You can see what I'm up to.
There you go. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to,
brother. No one gives a fuck. Let's talk about Merab Yan, fight night.
I agree. Facts. And I want to say about that, it was a good performance by Merab. I was shocked. You pulled it off again, bro. I don't know how you keep doing it. You go to Vegas, you get these big shots. What is that? Is that Don Julio? Nice.
This one's for the Merab attempting. I think if Dante, you can look it up. I think he attempted 42.
Yeah.
Because this is 1942. He might have attempted 42 or 48 takedowns. It was a crazy number. But he
was only successful with 6 of them, and a lot of people were talking shit like, "Oh, he went 6 for 46 or whatever it was on the takedowns."
I think he was successful with 13 of them. I might be wrong, but I think it was 13 takedowns out of a possible 40 something.
Either way,
but this one's
nice.
I love wrestlers and people who dominate with the takedowns. I'm not a hater because wrestling gets a lot of hate in the game of UFC. And I love when I see a beautiful performance like that. To attempt 40-something takedowns and to get 13 of them, that's a fantastic.
I'm seeing 49 takedowns. So
49 was
cheers to that.
Cheers to
that. And I actually think to people talking shit about it, he was only successful on a certain amount of them. Yeah, but it totally fucked up Petr Yan's game plan. I mean, it messed him up. Yan wasn't able to get anything going because Merab was so active with the takedowns. So, hey, the strategy worked. He dominated that fight. But Cap gets him after the fight, and the dude was just in great spirits. Where was that, Cap? It was it was his after party, right?
That was at he was going to a bar. I don't know if it was necessarily an after party, more like an after hangout with his friends, with his supporters type of meetup. Yeah. But it was at the Palazzo.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he said he doesn't drink, so he wasn't really partying. He was just celebrating, I guess. But
yeah. So when I was interviewing him, I was asking him how he's going to celebrate. Yeah, and he said he don't drink because he doesn't. He says it fucks up his training. He learned his lesson from if he's drinking, he doesn't know if he's going to train the next day, and like that's how serious he takes his training. He doesn't want to miss a possible day of training because of drinking. So that was his reason for not drinking. I said, salute to Merab and everyone who doesn't drink.
Yeah, and something tells me that dude just eats, sleeps, and breathes training. I mean, his cardio was crazy, bro. Like his cardio in that fight was fucking crazy. So I'm sure he doesn't put anything
It was
bad.
a 13 out of 49 takedowns. You said nothing.
Something like that.
49 takedowns. Yeah.
How many did he get? He got 13. He attempted 49.
Securing 11 out of 49. Got it.
Securing 11. Okay.
Fantastic performance. So
yeah.
So who else? He's taken out, a lot of people in the 35-pound division, bantamweight division. Who else is next? There's Chito Vera, Corey Sandhagen. They're fighting next week, the 25th. And then you got the championship bout that was announced: Henry Cejudo versus Aljamain.
Yeah, and here's the problem. Dana White, you asked him about this. Dana White talked about this over the weekend, is that like the guy standing in his way is his best friend or one of his best friends in UFC, Aljamain Sterling.
His best friend. They're probably, I think they're best friend.
Yeah.
They're definitely teammates. Best
I
friends.
mean, Merab literally said he's waiting for Aljo to move up to featherweight. And Dana White basically said that that's like a terrible idea because that's a problem that they had back in the early days of UFC because it was much smaller. They didn't have a huge roster. So a lot of these guys, these fighters were all friends, and it was tough to get them to fight against each other, right? And now you have this problem.
And Merab's been saying that he's not going to fight his friend.
Yeah.
And he said it in the press conference, and he said it in my interview. Which reminds me, we should cut that for real. I know we already put it up as a post. We should cut that. Like, Merab says he's not down to fight his friend Aljamain, something like that. We need to, what I mean, see if that does any.
I'm down. And then he said he would fight the winner of Sandhagen versus Vera. That seems like the logical one. If Sean O'Malley's next in line for a title shot, that seems like the next logical fight would be Merab versus winner of Chito versus Corey, which that's going to be another fucking crazy fight too.
Merab's super loyal, and you want friends like Merab though. Like Merab's a really good friend, a good guy. If he's not willing to fight his friend for the bouts, and because once you're champion, your paycheck gets it's 5 times or 6 times. The champion paycheck is a lot higher than when you're not a champion. So the fact that Merab's willing to sacrifice that financial gain for his friendship, what a good friend. I know I would fight my friend for the bout. If me and my teammate were like best friends and fucking teammates, I'll be like, fuck it, let's go fight for the bout now. Let's do it. We're still homies.
Fuck.
So let me see.
Especially if you work your life to get somewhere.
If I'm beating your ass in practice, I'm down to beat your ass in the main event too to get the bout. You're already the champ. It's time for me to be the champ. We could both be champ. You know what I mean? But shout out to Rob for being that low. Everyone's built different. Me, I would be able to separate my personal competitive career from my friendship, and I'd be able to do both.
Yeah, I mean, from a business standpoint, it would be better for him to separate those things. People are friendly in sports and in competition sports all the time. Like
fighting is a little different because you're going to be
back to Dante. Who?
No, I'm just saying people in general are.
Who the fuck asked you?
Yes. I saw
Stick
it.
Bro. Stick to research.
Wait a second. I thought I was on my show. I didn't realize. I forgot.
Yeah, no one gave a fuck. Like
the Dante Greco show.
I heard you gave a take. I was like, who asked this guy? Anyways, did you fight your friend or what?
Well, I was gonna say, like, if you're fighting your whole life to get to this point, you're training your ass off to get to this point, and you have a shot at. I mean, it's like. I do think that fighting is different than other sports, though, where like, oh yeah, friends face each other in the World Series all the time. These guys are literally giving each other, concussions and stuff. They're beating the shit out of each other. So it is a little different.
That's saying you would fight your best friend for the championship bout.
If I was training my whole life to be a great fighter like Merab has, I would just talk to my friend and be like, yo, let's fucking do it. Like, let's see who's the best. Like, we promise we'll be friends after. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they're worried to change their friendship. Who knows?
This all said, I don't think it's going to be an issue much longer because Aljamain, his friend and current champion, does fight Henry Cejudo, former double champ, May 6th, I think, at UFC 287. And I think it will be Aljamain's. And I like Aljamain. He's super cool with the interviews and stuff, and he's a wrestler. But I just think Cejudo is the superior fighter wrestler. I think it'll be Aljamain's last fight as a champion. So I don't think Merab even really has to worry about this. That's the point I'm trying to make. I think
So
Merab
you think it's
is
over for Aljo? You think it's over?
after he fights Cejudo. I think it's going to be Merab Cejudo. I think it'll be either Cheeto fighting Cejudo for the bout or Merab. But listen, this is all
3 months down the line.
Yeah, this is down the line. So,
well, not down the line. Not down the line. Coming up this weekend. I mean, the rematch of Leon versus Usman, which I don't know about you. I'm absolutely pumped for. It's going down in London, in Leon's hometown. And I'm stoked for this one because I'm up in the air about it. I don't know how you're feeling.
Do I look better like this back in the cam or closer to the cam? Because I feel like I almost look better back like this.
You're it's a little too cut off right here. I want to see your full broad shoulders and everything. I want you, yeah. Let's go.
Like this now. Okay.
Yeah.
Dante, what were you saying?
I was gonna say off cam is where you look best.
That's pretty funny, actually. This is why he's only here for research,
right?
But so you were saying
I'm not asking for Dante's take on who's going to win the fight.
This Saturday, Leon Edwards versus Usman 2.
Yep. 3. Usman 3. The third time. Yeah, it's the rematch for the belt. The first time they fought was not for the belt.
It's a trilogy. Oh fuck! Everyone loves a trilogy. It's 1-1 right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, this is arguably like one of the biggest fights in the history of the welterweight division. This is going to be crazy.
And you were saying you were pumped for this.
I'm pumped. It's going down in England, and I don't know who I'm taking yet. Maybe I'll wait for how to fuck up your parlay, and you can hear my pick. But yeah, I'm stoked. You're going to London for this, right, Cap?
No, I'm not going to London.
Right.
If you're pumped, I'm juiced.
Okay.
This fucking UFC 285. Is it 285? 286.
286.
UFC 286 in London this Saturday. The trilogy. I'm juiced, bro. You're pumped and I'm juiced. And Dante, what about you?
I'm worked up.
He's worked up.
he's bricked up for this one, bro.
I don't know about you. I don't
think Dante really gives a fuck about this Saturday's UFC card, but me and Jesse are actually stoked about it. I'm definitely going to be like, I think I'm going to put it because there's two things going on in town. Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Boxing. They have a Zurdo Ramirez, one of their top fighters, is fighting Gabe Rosado at in Long Beach at the Pyramid. Long Beach College at the Pyramid.
Oh, nice.
And I'm thinking pull up to that, watch Zurdo versus Gabe Rosado. Gabe Rosado's a good veteran. He was actually in the first Creed with Michael B. Jackson and
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jackson, baby.
With Michael B. Jordan. But so
don't mention Michael B. Jackson around Jake Shields.
On the boxing scene is always fun. De La Hoya puts on if you guys haven't been to a Golden Boy boxing event, De La Hoya puts on promotions. Dante was talking earlier about he likes to go to Clipper games because even though he's a Laker fan, he goes to Clipper games for the vibe. If you want like good boxing vibe, like good energy, go to a Golden Boy boxing event.
De La Hoya knows how to party, so I know he knows how to put a good party on.
He knows how to do everything: party, box, coach.
Yeah, De La Hoya knows how to have fun. He does.
He's a legend in the game of life. But anyway, so I'm thinking about going to that, or just putting away some alone time and just sitting on my couch solo and taking in UFC 286 because even the co-main event. Gaethje versus Fiziev.
Yeah, Gaethje versus Fiziev. I don't even know how to pronounce that guy's name. Rafael Fiziev. Is that it?
Gaethje's the underdog, which is interesting because Gaethje always has that one punch knockout power. But we'll dive deeper into these fights on our gambling show. But I am going just for the sake of the podcast. I'm going Leon to beat Usman again, and I'm going with Fiziev over Gaethje.
Yeah. I don't know how to pick it, but I agree. I might have some alone time this weekend and have a meet and beat on my couch and watch the Usman versus Leon fight.
This is gonna get pumped.
Yeah, I'm gonna get juiced up. Not funny.
Jesse Rose attempts at comedy are some of the worst I've ever seen. That was bad, and it was not a meet and beat, bro. Listen. Moving on.
Hey, it's an effort,
And anyways, Marvin Vettori fights on that card as well. He's fighting.
Yeah, he fights Deladze. How do you pronounce his name?
It's hard to pronounce his name, but he's on a win streak.
Yeah.
What's his record?
Roman
Roman
Deladze or something.
Deladze, yeah.
He's a quick researcher. What's his record?
Roman?
Yeah.
It's 12-1-0.
Yeah, see, he's a beast. And I think he's on I don't know how long his win streak is, but he was the one who got the calf slicer submission.
Oh, yeah.
So that's another good fight on this card. This is a great London card. I wish the flight wasn't fucking 13 hours from LA or 12 hours, or even if it's 10 hours, that's too long for me. But I wish I was pulling up to London to watch this in person, because it's Leon on his home turf. He got the home field advantage. Usman coming for blood. Usman was such a dominant welterweight champion to take his first loss by devastating KO. To see him return after this devastating head kick KO, I mean, that's what I'm most excited for. I'm most excited to see if we're going to see vintage Usman, or if Usman will never be the same. And that's what this Saturday will tell us.
Is that so? I mean, that is a big question, because he's never been knocked out. I'm pretty sure he has one loss in MMA, and it was like his second fight by a submission, a rear naked choke. So he's never been knocked out before, and it's always a question like, how do great fighters come back after getting knocked out like that? How do they come back?
He became a meme after that night.
Huh?
He became a meme.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I mean, Joe Rogan, what did he say? That he was kicked into the shadow realm or something, and that became like a whole thing. I mean, yeah, who knows? I'm excited for it, but I'm leaning towards Leon Edwards. I'll give my pick officially later this week, but that's my.
I don't know how many times I got to remind Jesse Rowe too. He loves to bring up other sports journalists and personalities on this show, and I got to keep reminding him.
Joe Rogan, though, he's kind of big enough, right? Where it's like you're sort of transcending pop culture a little bit.
But you're walking a fine line, bro. Don't bring those people up to me on this podcast, please. I don't want to. I mean, nothing against him, but I'm just kidding. No, I want.
Cap, to me personally, you're the Joe Rogan of MMA, my G.
Thank you, but yeah. I actually do watch Joe Rogan, and I am a viewer, so I don't want this to come across as hate.
Yeah,
it's just it's like it annoys me when other people are brought up.
What do you think is harder to come back from? The knockout itself, or being an internet meme like that? Like you mentioned how Usman became a meme. Do you think it's harder to obviously coming back from the knockout's hard. Do you think it's harder to come back from the internet ridicule than it is to come back from the actual experience of it?
That's too cheesy of a question for me to answer. I'm gonna let Dante Greco take this one. Dante, what's your answer for this?
I mean, if you were Jesse Rowe, the internet thing would kill you, but
yeah,
I'm sure Usman is doing just fine and doesn't give a fuck about the memes. He's probably laughing about them at this point.
Yeah, to be a meme, it's pretty funny. Like, I know there's a picture. I don't even want to say it, but
no, let's hear it. Come on.
He was a good sport about it. I'll put it that. Yeah, he was a good sport about it.
Yeah. But to be in a losing position in a physical activity forever immortalized on the internet, whether it's a meme, a GIF, a YouTube video, whatever it is, to lose, to be knocked out like that and be forever on the internet, it's a tough thing to deal with. The only thing you can do is laugh at it.
Yeah.
Because there is a picture that Dante once found of myself. So my college wrestling days where I was getting pinned. And that loss was my last. What was my last college fight? It wasn't my last college wrestling match, but it was the loss that hurt the most in my college wrestling career. And there's a picture of it because it's me being pinned, and that was my first time being pinned since like sophomore year in high school. So I had like a good 4-year stretch of no one ever pinning me, and I got pinned in the state finals. And there's actually a picture of it online that Dante has once used in a meme or a GIF.
That's right.
Okay, well, I would love to. I'll take this meme off the air. I want to see that, but
but it's me on my back being pinned. Yeah. But the funny thing is, people who know wrestling out there, I don't expect you guys to know what I'm talking about here. We got a podcast host and a fucking a baseball player. But what happened in this match was I threw him and I was pinning him. He was a tall, strong 6'5". 6'4", 6'5" guy from Modesto up north, and I threw this motherfucker because my move was to throw. Listen, and the reason I'm so passionate about this match is because it forever haunts me. If I would have won this match, I would have been into the state finals. Possibly trying to state champ. This was the semifinals of the state tournament. It completely threw me. This loss. Like, if I win that, I'm in the finals. Being in the state finals is huge. So I throw this motherfucker. I'm pinning him. Boom, boom. I'm about to pin him. He rolls me. So I'm pinning him. He locks up, and I'm able to get rolled. And then he rolled me and pinned me. Terrible, but
yeah. Well, I can't experience. I don't have the experience of fighting or wrestling or anything like that. But I mean, yeah, you mentioned baseball in Little League. I was like 11, and we were in the semifinals, and I let on the final out. I let a ball go through my leg, and it haunts me to this very day. So
I apologize. No one really gives a fuck. Listen.
Well, hey, nobody. You know what?
That's your ruined Cap's life.
I'm just trying to say that it comes in all different shapes and forms.
No one's talking about baseball though, bro. This is a fight show. I gotta keep reminding you, bro. See, mine was wrestling. Like, you're bringing up baseball. Who gives a fuck, bro? Fuck baseball. This is a fight show. If people want to hear about baseball, they'll turn into the MLB podcast or whatever the fuck that is. Anyways, what else? I'm
John Boy.
What else we got? What else we got going? Let's talk about the Ryan Garcia Tank press conference.
What was it like being there? What was the energy like? Just
you tell me, what was it like watching? What do you think of the press conference?
Jesse, you got to remember something. This guy was supposed to go to state championship, and that one loss, now we're congratulating him for getting street interviews, you know, and telling him he did a great job. His life is already ruined, bro.
I got to say this about the Ryan Garcia Tank. This is actually my take. This is a genuine take that I have right now about this press conference and about, I think Tank Davis is an unbelievable.
All your takes should be genuine.
Hold on. No, I know. I think Tank Davis is unbelievable talent. I think he's awesome. I think he's a favorite for a reason. But I think Ryan Garcia is absolutely driving the bus on the promotion for this fight. That kid's been unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable in these press conferences. Like, everything he's saying, the way he's handled it, how professional he is, how good he's been in the face-offs. I'm so impressed with that kid. Got a chance to interview him firsthand over the weekend. Talk to him myself. The guy's just soaking it in. He's handling it super well. And I know that Tank is technically like the bigger pay-per-view draw so far in their career, but I think that Ryan Garcia is the one who deserves a lot of the credit for why this fight's actually happening. The kid's been great.
Facts. Sorry, I got a text. It's funny that I got a text right now that distracted me briefly. But everything you're saying, 100% facts, Jesse. Tank too. I mean, the star power of both of them. This is like what we're witnessing right now, guys, in 2023 is Manny Pacquiao Mayweather all over again, but even to a new level. This is the buzz for this fight, the interest, the amount of people that can't wait to watch this and tune in and buy that pay-per-view is insane. It's bigger. That's why I don't even want to compare it to Manny Pacquiao. Because were you guys into Manny Pacquiao, Mayweather Pacquiao? I was, but were you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I followed it. I watched the fight, but like, no.
I'm good.
No. It was like, but it was from TMZ. Like, I just knew them as like big boxers. I didn't know as much about them. I know a lot about Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia because they're. Not like this. Not at all. Not even close.
That was my question. You guys weren't into the fight. The question wasn't, did you know about the fight? Of course, we knew about the fight. Were you juiced?
I was juiced for Mayweather Pacquiao. Yeah.
You were?
Well, because it was Mayweather in his prime. It was always a big event when Mayweather was fighting.
But it was Pacquiao when he was older. That fight should have happened sooner. That's why this fight's so great, because it's happening sooner in their careers.
So Jesse wasn't too pumped about it. Dante, you were actually into it. I believe you. But listen, I was into it too. But this Garcia Tank Davis fight is massive. I know every young adult, old adult, everyone is asking about it. Everyone wants tickets. You guys know how much tickets are going for?
Ringside, they're like $45,000 ringside. If you want to,
it's gone up since the last time you checked, because I don't know when was the last time you did.
Yeah, but it's sold out in like 10 minutes. It's sold out in like 10 minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah, and
sold out in 3 minutes.
And like I think it's like $2,000 in the nosebleeds. It might be more. That's what I saw. Nosebleeds, $2,000. So,
wow.
Yeah.
But anyways, so it's sold out in 3 to 4 minutes, and the current ringside ticket is going for like $60K.
That's crazy.
And they're going to be going for, they're saying they're going to be going for like $100K.
Yeah, because normally it's those type of prices you don't see until like a couple days before the fight, when the buzz is building, when all the media is in there, and it's trending. This is what, a month and a half before the fight, and we're already getting
Whoever got those tickets, whoever was able to get a ticket when they went on sale is going to make their money back times like 3 or 4. So if you bought a ticket when they went on sale for like $2,000, that same $2,000 ticket is probably going for like, they might make it back times 20. It's probably going for like, who knows? Times 20 would be 40K, but you guys get the point. You're going to make a lot. You're going to make a big profit.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the heads up that they were going on sale. I would have bought some.
I don't think you would have been able to get them, bro. They sold out so fast. Like Cap said, 3 minutes. But yeah, I don't know. That was just my takeaway from watching it, was just how, Ryan is definitely the, Tank's obviously the bigger draw, but Ryan's the one driving the bus. So I liked the way he's been handling it. I think his trash talk game is fucking excellent. Excellent.
Well, when he said that Tank fell through a rainbow, that was pretty funny.
Yeah. And you got an interview with him talking about his man purse, and he's like, yeah, Tank's a little sweet, isn't he? It's just great. The kid's he's on point. He's sharp. He's ready to go. So
yeah. And so you got an interview with Ryan Garcia yourself over the weekend, which was pretty cool. You got him in Beverly Hills. He was leaving Cal Restaurant.
Tatel, yeah. It was a nice.
That's also blowing up. That's blowing up on our YouTube. Listen, if you guys are not, I'm assuming if you're watching this podcast, you're already watching our YouTube. But you guys need to check out Inside Fighting YouTube's channel. We got the hottest content, interviews. The views are fucking through the roof right now. Yeah, some shit doesn't get views. Some stuff is under 1,000 views. But for the most part, our interviews are. There's something to watch. You can't find this type of content anywhere out in the United States. Check that. Not the United States, in the world. You can't find this content anywhere in the world, and that's facts. And that's why I say with utmost confidence, because no one else is doing what Inside Fighting is doing. But take it away, Jesse.
If you want to watch videos that are under 1,000 views, go to the Dante Greco show or the Front Row on YouTube. And that's where you can find that content.
That was finally the funniest joke Dante ever said.
If you want to find great content, go to Inside Fighting's YouTube channel.
If you want content that gets no views, like Jesse Rose said, hit the Dante Greco podcast.
Under 10 views, then this is the channel for you.
Fuck, that's funny though. And he says it with a smile too. And he's probably going to release a few more episodes this week too. But
he's Dante, as much as he's grinding, bro. He's working hard. He's grinding.
He doesn't let the low views affect him.
I'm grinding. I don't know who I'm grinding for anymore, but I'm grinding.
This guy's gonna publish no matter what. But anyways, listen, I think we should wrap it up here. But listen, we have 6 weeks to talk about the Garcia Tank fight. And I'm going to talk about it every second I can, because that fight is fucking massive. It could be, they're calling it the fight of the century. I'm calling it the fight of the century. So
I don't know about you, but I'm pumped.
That one, I'm juiced. So
I've got a meet and beat I got to go to really quick to okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry. Oh, man. I had a chance to stick the landing and I failed. I'm sorry. I don't know what. Yeah.
Where can we find you, Jesse? This has been the Fight Season
only
podcast.
On InsideFighting.com, bro. I don't associate myself with lowbrow content anymore. I'm only associated with high quality content. That's it.
Listen, you want low quality, lowbrow content? Where do they go?
Dante, take it away.
Tell him, Jesse, the Dante Greco show. Okay.
No, we're clowning him. Go check it out. Dante's got a good channel.
No, we're not clowning him. We're always spitting facts. No one watches this shit. Bro. This ain't clowning. I hate when people confuse clowning with facts. These are facts. Ain't no one watches the Dante Greco show. Those are facts.
If you go there, you'll see that it's true.
Yes, exactly. So I hate, I'm not a mean guy. I'm not clowning him. He's my brother.
All right, boys.
His channel. Fuck, my leg hurts. My leg's going numb over here. Real talk.
All right. Well, that's thank you guys for tuning in. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, anywhere you can find us on social media. We'll see you guys later. Peace out.
They get the point, bro. They get the point.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, bye.